All characters and events in this story are entirely fictional. Any resemblance to actual persons, living or dead, is purely coincidental. This content is created for entertainment purposes only. Viewer discretion is advised. No harm or offense is intended toward any individual or group. This content may include AI-generated visuals, voices, or elements. This story is an original work.
The system didn't fix the problem. It found a replacement. And the replacement is you. Compression creates urgency. Urgency seeks a resolution. When the proper components are unavailable, the system substitutes. This is not cruelty, it is logistics. The first substitution is gentle. A woman attends a funeral she does not recognize as incomplete. She stands in the correct position by accident. She speaks the words meant for someone else. When she leaves, the body finally cools. She goes home exhausted. She believes grief has finally caught up to her. It has not. She has been used. You notice the pattern when survivors begin collapsing days after unrelated funerals. Not from sorrow, from completion fatigue. They report dreams of scales, of lines moving forward one place at a time, of relief that is not theirs. Medical scans show nothing. Procedural scans would show everything. Someone realizes substitution can be directed. They call it service. Hospice workers begin staying longer. Clergy insert themselves into rites not meant for them. Grief counselors attend burials daily. They stabilize local backlogs. They age rapidly. You praise their dedication. You do not track what they are carrying. The woman who measures refuses substitution. She blocks living participants from rites. She restores orientation. She slows ceremonies until families protest. They accuse her of cruelty. They accuse her of prolonging suffering. She responds with procedure. Procedure is not persuasive. She is removed. A disaster occurs. The scale tips too far to correct locally. Substitution escalates. Living bodies are pulled into unfinished processes en masse. In shelters, people begin reciting burial formulas to no one. In hospitals, patients die speaking names that are not theirs, and doing so calmly, competently, finished. The backlog shrinks, the living population thins. This is logged as success. You finally confront the only constant. In a transit terminal, no longer connected to a schedule, you see him again, not looming, not judging. Anubis stands beside the scale. It moves now, not freely, but measurably. You demand intervention, you demand mercy. Mercy is not a variable in this system. Substitution satisfies requirements. He does not stop it. Stopping it would require violating process. He has never done that. Substituted individuals lose specificity. They forget birthdays but remember funerary directions. They misplace their own names but can complete others' deaths flawlessly. Children ask why their parents feel finished. Marriages dissolve because one partner has already been procedurally resolved. You invent diagnoses. You invent ceremonies of gratitude. You do not invent correction. Substitution works. That is the horror. The system stabilizes by consuming the living as parts. You have solved death by redistributing it. The threshold no longer blocks. It drafts. Eventually, no one will remain who has not already been partially used. At that point, the scale will balance. At that point, nothing will be left to cross. You call this a solution. You call this stability. But the system is not finished adapting. It is learning how to continue without asking.